Hello. Let's see if it works this time. Well, hello Glue Troopers, Max of Max's Models here. And today I got a couple of models done. I got the Jonny Quest Dragonfly completed. And one of the things about this kit that I found a little disappointing was the entire cockpit section is just one clear piece of acrylic, which you have to paint. And frankly, I think it's going to be easier if you just paint over the whole thing and put little black paint or black decals for windows, or if you want to tape off something that small, you can. But the problem is that piece of acrylic didn't fit. The alignment tabs are considerably out of place, so I had to trim them off and sand it down and get it to fit. But that was the only real aggravation. Only decal with the kit, of course, is the decal for the stand. But actually kind of wanted one of those for a while. And Martin, thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's a pretty straightforward build, not a lot to it. And we kind of did it on the live stream last night. Speaking of which, sorry if I was kind of run out of gas on the end of the live stream. Busy day and starting to get tired. It was catching up to me. Just got off work and I'm going right back to work, so there won't be any more content for a while. But we are planning a live stream next week. Maybe find something to do on the road. But the other kit that I finished off was the 1/48 scale Hughes 500. And it, of course, even though I got the cockpit together just fine, when I put the pilot figure in, that control stick broke again. So this time I glued it to his leg. That was, it was a pretty straightforward build, not a lot of complaint, but I decided, instead of taping everything off and you know what, this is a little fun build. It's just going to go in the back of my helicopter shelf. It's going to look fine. It's mostly hollow drab. So I'm just going to go ahead and brush paint and see how that works off. So 2 coats of green drab acrylic. Actually, it was, I believe, dark green. It looked fine. It had the decals. As old as that kit was, the decals were okay. A couple of them broke, but I was able to get them back together. And it was, again, fairly straightforward build. Unfortunately, I lost the rotor mast, and I don't know how. I scoured the place looking for it. When I got the kit, it was still in the plastic bags, even though the box was open. So, and I saw where I snipped it out. I think I remember removing it. It's got to be around somewhere, but son of a gun, I couldn't find it. So I used some stock straight tubular stick styrene just to make a replacement. Not a big, about the easiest piece to replace. That does bring up one more point on the Dragonfly. It comes with 2 spike pitot tubes. And I didn't know why at first until I saw they have a lot of styrene in the middle at the injection gate. And I was like, that's a weird way to make that thing. But so you got to be very careful when you remove it and trim it off. It'd be very easy to break the pitot, which is very long and skinny like the old test aircraft pitots. And of course, some aircraft do have them like that because that gets, especially the really super high speed ones, because that gets the air sample away from any influence of the airflow over the fuselage. That's why you see them on test aircraft with the real long pitos. But that and the canopy aside, those are the only 2 complaints. And they do give you a second chance. They give you 2 of them. But even if you do break it, you just heat up a little styrene and stretch it. I mean, it's a pitot tube. It's the easiest thing in the world to replace. And that's where we're at with those 2 kits. I actually already gotten a couple of pictures for Viewers Build 53, and some great stuff coming in already, including one of my favorite planes, the Convair Tradewind. And if that thing had worked with the contra-rotating props and the gearboxes hadn't overheated, it probably would have had a long life with the Navy. It was really, I just always thought it was a cool seaplane. You know, from those, I'm pretty sure if you look up the old Latin, you'll probably find the word convair, which means genius insanity. I mean, these are the people who put an F-102 on water skis and decided to let's hang 4 of the biggest jet engines we could off the skinniest little bomber with a delta wing and go Mach 2 with a nuke inside a fuel tank. Hanging on the outside. What could possibly go wrong? But I digress. So anyway, guys, I hope you're doing well. Take care of yourselves. And as always, model on. And now for the photo montage you did not request. I have no idea why I suddenly gave myself a bad fake French accent.